If someone told me I'd survive on 500 calories a day and not murder someone, I'd have laughed. But here we are in week 3 of the HCG diet.
Yep, it's been tough. Tavish has lost how many?
15.2 pounds.
15.2. And today I have lost 30. And
Yay.
yes, we're still married.
Well, this is Jim, master of the grill, killer with the power tool, and currently running on cucumbers and sheer willpower.
And that's Tav, eyeliner sharp, appetite suppressed, and still bossing the world around on 500 calories a day.
That's right, damn straight. Well, today we're talking about the HCG diet. We know that it's a little bit controversial, and we know that the FDA doesn't like it, but the rebels that we are, we wanted to do it. So we're doing homeopathic drops, where we do drops in the morning, drops in the afternoon, and drops at night under the tongue. And the diet consists of 500 calories a day, which sounds impossible, but actually we're doing it. We're doing it. Lots of rules, lots of stuff you can't have, which is basically everything except all the gross vegetables and then lean meats. And somehow, though, it's working for us, and we've been on it. Today we're on day 20.
Day 20.
Day 20, and had those kind of results.
We're not promoting this product. We're not really promoting any products. We just want to give you straight talk about our personal experience. We'll talk about what we're eating, how we're feeling after it, and will our marriage survive. Now, we both have a hard time turning away sweets.
Yeah, homemade baked goods.
Homemade baked goods, and Tav is about the best baker known to mankind. And me personally, I have trouble if I go get gas and I go inside and they have chocolate chip cookies. But, this diet is tough. It's very tough, but the results are phenomenal.
I mean, you can't dispute the mistake.
No, you can't at all.
The results, rather. And why we tried it. Some of the things that we've been feeling, especially as we're getting older, we're feeling sluggish. I know I've had problems with brain fog, just
aches, pains.
Not fitting in my clothes good. Looking at myself in pictures and thinking that's not me. And then the mirror is especially rude. So, I mean, for me, that's one of the reasons I wanted to try. I wasn't feeling good. And there's some realistic stuff that goes along with being overweight. I mean, we want to fly and travel, and that's we don't like flying and being larger people, and
no.
So that's a factor too. Just comfort too. Comfort.
Yeah. For me personally, I'm still active in the workplace. I do a lot of construction work, construction consulting work, and I would just be wore out every day climbing up and down ladders and even just being on job sites. I guess, the body works so much better being lighter.
Yeah.
We let ourselves get way out of control.
I mean,
and
the
for
last
what?
5 years were weird.
The last 5 years have been weird.
Were weird, and I think a lot of people looked for comfort.
Yeah.
And food was the comfort. At least it was for us. And I'm sure we're not the only ones out there.
Yeah, I agree. And especially when you got somebody who can prepare excellent meals, and it it makes it easy.
Well, that's a blessing and a curse.
It is. It's
a blessing and a curse.
It is.
My mom taught me how to cook Midwestern food, and I can make some good food.
Right. So,
but she didn't make me Midwestern healthy food. What the hell?
But, I think the main reason is we just want to be healthier.
Yeah.
We want to live 30 more years.
Yeah.
Is that realistic? Maybe.
We want to live 30 more quality years.
Yeah.
We want to be on our own. We want to still drive. We want to live by ourselves. We don't want to live with any other people, and not certainly any family or anybody. We want to live by ourselves and be independent. That's really important to us. And I think we're at the point where we realize we've got to take better care of ourselves.
Yeah.
So now we want to tell you a little bit about what the HCG diet is like. I get up in the morning and I'll have a cup of coffee. You can't eat until 11. At 11 o'clock, you can have a piece of fruit. And then at 12...
But wait, don't forget, though, you take your drops first thing in the morning.
Right, take your drops first thing in the morning. I take it while my coffee's brewing. And then we have our lunch, which it consists of, like yesterday and today will also be a hamburger patty that is 4 ounces. 4 ounces. 4 ounces sounds like a quarter pound. That's a lot. It's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
It's not a lot. And then we're going to
have It's like a meatball.
It's like a big meatball.
A big meatball.
But not the big kind.
Right.
But a medium.
But not with any breadcrumbs in it.
No breadcrumbs.
Just raw meat.
No, nothing. Well, we're not eating it raw.
No, but I mean, there's no fillers.
I use the air fryer. It works really good. I just put some salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and stick it in the air fryer for 12 minutes for Jim, infinity for me. I did not grow up on any kind of pinkness in my meat. My mother taught me to cook meat well done. So Jim's the meat person. I'm the other stuff, the sides, and the definitely dessert. And then we can also have we have to take our drops again a half hour before we eat. Right.
So normally we take our drops at 12:30 and then eat lunch at 1.
Right. And then if you want, you can have one Melba toast or one grissini stick, which is a pencil thin. I think it's even skinnier than a pencil.
Yeah.
It's like a chopstick of some kind of Italian bread, like a breadstick, but it's crunchy.
I think it's the crumbs they get up off the wherever they're making bread and they form it into something.
I don't know, but it tastes like heaven. I eat it like as slowly as possible because it's so good. But I don't eat it all the time. I don't eat it all the time because I'm just afraid it's going to make me stall, and I don't want to stall. So you're allowed to have that. Then at night we do the drops. No, we don't have to do the drops again. We do them before we go to bed. So at night we'll have dinner. We try and eat early that's one old people trait we have adopted is eating dinner between like 5 and 6.
Yeah, but studies have also proved that your body performs better if it has time to digest your meal before you go to bed. So that's one of the reasons. The other reason is we're flipping starving. So we have it between 5:30 and 6 every night. Hey, it's working for us.
It's working for us. And we drink a lot of water. Jim drinks a lot of iced tea. We've been splurging when we've been filming to have wine and scotch because we haven't been doing that. But, the scotch has no carbs.
Right.
So that's it. The wine, it's just bad. I can't. There's nothing redeeming about it. It's not bad. It's bad during weight loss. It's not good. But I'm treating myself a little bit to it while we're filming because we really like it. But anyway, that's pretty much what it's like. The foods we're eating like the 96.4 ground beef.
Right.
And
cucumbers.
Lots and lots of cucumbers.
Dill pickles.
Lots of dill pickles.
And we found out
chicken
that
breast.
Not always the most expensive brand are the best.
This is true.
Yeah.
The really expensive kind in the refrigerated section.
Right.
They did not even compare to the Walmart brand that were half the price.
Half the price. And I don't know. We like our pickles kind of snappy.
Yeah.
And I don't like a mushy pickle. And
no.
The expensive ones were mushy, and the Walmart brands were snappy.
You said the name.
So did you?
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
No, I did.
You said it just before.
I don't
Sorry.
think I did. Well, we'll look at the repeat. This is a classic couples argument, right? Every couple has that. So anyway, that's what we found. We're eating a lot of cucumbers. A lot of cucumbers.
A lot of
apples.
cucumbers.
You've had apples.
I've had apples.
I've had a little bit of apple, but not too much. You can have orange. You can have strawberries, but
the vegetables are very limited too. We can have celery.
Right.
We can have red onion. We can have cabbage.
Have any kind of onion.
Or any kind of onion,
any
right?
Kind of onion, because we had green onions.
That's right. Green onion. Char. Who the hell eats char?
I don't even think I've seen it in the store.
And what else? Cauliflower.
No, cauliflower's not.
That was on.
We're being rebel.
We were rebels on that. Yeah.
It is.
We had some cauliflower rice.
Lettuce.
We had cauliflower rice with peas and carrots in it, and put chicken in it. It was so good.
Yeah,
but
I
we
didn't lose the
any
next
weight.
day. But we didn't lose the next day.
We didn't lose any of the
next day. We
next
didn't gain,
day.
but we didn't lose, so it caused us a stall. So, that's not too good.
I mean, I'm not going to pull any punches. It is tough.
It's hard.
It is hard. It is. You've got to have someone willing to put in the time to make the food.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, we get by now on like $20 a week on groceries.
We're definitely spending a lot less on groceries.
But I can't stress the fact of you have to drink on this.
Yeah, water.
You got to drink water. No, well, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you got to drink water.
You got to get fluids in your body and stay hydrated.
And the most important thing is you need to take those electrolytes, because with this diet, I found a couple of times I've woken up in the middle of the night with leg cramps that were terrible, and I've just gone to the fridge and got took a swig of pickle juice, and that it took it away really within 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So make sure you take some electrolytes. We take electrolyte drinks that are sugar-free, sweetened with either stevia, or one of them I think has erythritol, and those are nice too.
Oh, bullshit! They're nasty tasting.
I love them. He hates them. I don't know what he hates about them. What don't you like about them?
Aftertaste. I just don't like it. There's
no aftertaste.
Okay.
I think it's sour. You don't
Another
like it.
couple's argument.
It's tart. He doesn't like it because it's tart. But anyway, they make a ton of it, of different, like they make, I think there's one brand that make, or several probably, that make an unflavored electrolyte. And I've even seen electrolyte tablets that you can buy. But either way, you've got to take electrolytes, or you're going to have muscle cramps, because it's,
if you're a big time spender, you can buy Smart Water.
And we don't know why that happens, because we're not doctors, but we know that it does.
Yeah, it certainly does.
So then our next thing is it worth it? Has it been worth it for us?
100% worth it for me. Yeah. And I'm sure you feel the same way.
Oh, yeah.
I mean we've done keto, we've done carnivore. I had really great results on carnivore until I went off the wagon in Thanksgiving. I really went off the wagon, and we just had all the good Thanksgiving yummies, and I guess until 20 days ago, it was still Thanksgiving.
Right. Well, I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, this protocol is very strict, and for us, we need strict. Now, other people are maybe better at moderating. We're not so great at that.
No, we're not.
We're not good at it, but we're working on it. But has it been worth it? Yes, it's been worth it. I mean, every single day we wake up, we weigh in the morning. For me, it's about a half a pound a day weight loss. For Jim, it's been much more than that, because he's a man, and men just tend to lose more. They have more muscle, and muscle burns fat. Just just the metabolism. So. Anyway, it's been worth it. I think that those good results are really motivating to stay on it, even though it is hell.
It is.
It is hell. Not hungry. I want to differentiate what kind of hell it is.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel, after the first 2 or 3 days, because I felt hungry the first 2 or 3 days, and I think I had a little bit of a headache from coming off sugar.
Yeah.
But after that, I feel like mentally I want food, but I'm not physically craving it. Do you feel like that?
It depends. There are days where I'm craving food. If I'm really, really active and doing a lot of work. That's the one thing, you can't just because you're limited on what you can eat.
Yeah.
You got to prepare if you're not going to be around for lunch.
Right.
And so we bought a thermos. We'll make chili in the morning. It'll stay warm and well, what we call chili.
Yeah.
It's
quasi chili,
right.
which is one 15-ounce can of petite diced tomatoes with 4 ounces of ground meat that I've browned,
and chili powder
and garlic and onion and salt and pepper.
Yes.
And I simmer it for a few minutes and then stick it in the thermos, and he can take that. And it works.
So it's real important to note that, really, really important that this is not a lifestyle.
No.
We know that we can't do this forever.
No, it's not something.
But we also know from the research we've done that this is a reset for our bodies.
Yeah.
We are not doctors.
No.
Let me say that again. We are not doctors.
We're not giving medical advice.
We are not giving medical advice. We're not endorsing this product.
No.
It's very rebel. It's out there. But we're rebels.
We are.
We know that it works.
Yeah.
This has been around since the 50s. There have been a lot of, I don't want to say case studies, but...
Well, we don't know what there have been.
Right.
But we just say to do your own research.
Right.
The book out there, Google it. It's called Pounds and Inches. I think it's Dr. Simeon's who developed the diet in the 1950s. Do your own research, just like we did.
But I tell you, I feel great. I feel really good. And every day that it goes down, I feel better. My weight goes down, I feel better.
Yeah, me too.
And that's the goal.
That's the goal. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. Yeah.
So we're just regular people.
Yeah.
We're trying new stuff and we're telling the truth about it. And trust me, if it didn't work, I'd tell you, don't do this. Don't even think about this.
Right.
But it is working.
Yeah.
It's working for both of us.
It is. And the truth is that we both feel lighter and we feel leaner.
Yeah.
And I'm sleeping better.
Me too.
Just, everyday tasks are getting just a little bit easier. 15 pounds less is a lot of weight to lose in 20 days. And it does change, the space you take up in the world.
It does. It does. And, just in 20 days, we're pretty proud of ourselves to be able to get through this. And I'll admit I've wanted to cheat, but then I think about looking at that scale in the morning and knowing yesterday I lost 2 pounds. I want to lose 2 pounds again today. Right. So we are proud of ourselves. Yeah. And we're getting smaller, which is the goal.
Yes, exactly. That's very motivating. And so, I guess our takeaway from all this is, you don't have to accept where you are.
Nope.
You can pivot at any time, just like we did. We're pivoting right now and just trying to reinvent ourselves. I think I can't speak for Jim, but I can speak for myself and say that these last 5 years have been hard, emotionally, and everything's been so serious and even a little bit scary in the world.
Yeah.
And I think I took that on too much. And I'm just trying to get rid of that right now and just trying to reinvent myself and remember the fun girl I used to be and the fun times that we used to have. And part of that was when we were thinner. We could do more.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could do a lot more things when we were thinner.
I agree.
And we have just more energy and stuff. So even, so you could do this. You can do whatever.
Absolutely.
I know I could, even if it meant giving up butter temporarily, which was really hard because I love butter. But yeah.
And the thing about it, you've got more willpower than you think you do.
Yeah.
If you really want something, you can do it.
Yeah.
You got to just put your mind to it. But you gotta get rid of the outside influences. You have to. Like us, we love going out to dinner with friends and doing that. And you got to just learn to say no.
Yeah.
You got to just say, I'm sorry, I can't this week. We're on a protocol and we don't want to get off our protocol.
Right.
We're really trying something and we want to keep it up. So if a friend doesn't like you for that, then they're probably not your friend anyway.
Right.
So sometimes doing something crazy shakes things up.
Yes.
We are getting shaken.
And we are
like
crazy.
it. We are.
And we are crazy, and we definitely buck the system.
We do.
We're not the type that does whatever anybody tells us
No.
to do. In fact, if they tell us to do it, we're probably
We'll
going to
do the opposite.
the opposite, because we don't like being told what to do at all.
No, we don't.
So anyway, well, we are not slowing down.
Nope, and neither should you.
And together, we're Unretired AF. Have you tried the HCG diet too? If you have, drop us a note in the comments and tell us how it worked for you.
If you have any recipes that don't taste like sadness, please send them to us. We're always willing to try something new. Thank you very much.
See you next time.